Last week or so, I put a honey super on the hive, and I haven't done a video since then. I even didn't film putting it on, so I thought I'd show it to you. Nothing fancy. It's a medium-sized super, and I'm going to do an inspection of it today. It's been on for about, I guess 9 days now, but there it is. So I've got 4 boxes total. I got the 3 deep hive bodies and then a medium-sized honey super on top. I'm excited to crack it open, see if they've been laying down any foundation or drawn out any any comb on the foundation, and see what the status of that is. A couple weeks ago I wasn't able to film it. Actually, it was several weeks ago now. I did open it up. I saw the queen, and there's a lot of activity still at the hive, so I'm expecting everything is still healthy inside, hopefully. But maybe in a few weeks I'll be able to actually harvest some honey. So we'll do this from a different angle today. I don't think I've ever done a video showing the front of the hive. But last week when I tried to do this, the camera overheated and it stopped halfway through. So I put it in an area where I hope there's some more shade, and it just happens to be on the front of the hive. So there we go. I'm just gonna smoke the entryway and do our normal procedure for opening up the hive. Smoke the entryway. Now I'm gonna crack open the top here. Get some smoke inside. There. Just give them a few seconds to disappear down into the hive. Now we'll lift off the upper cover, and you see there's a lot more bees. They're all over the place now. And one of the things I've been reading is, as we head into the late summer and into the fall, I'm going to have to do a test where I basically get like a half cup of bees or something, and then I kill them so that I can count the mites and figure out what, if anything, I need to do to control mites over the winter. But 300 dead bees is better than, you know, a few 10,000s, so killed by mites. So, you know, when I do that, I'll film it. Just cleaning up here. Probably got, you know, potentially I've read up to 80,000 bees in here now. And I'm giving them a lot of space with these 4 bodies, these 4 hive boxes, so I could have a lot of bees in here. And we'll try to do what we can to keep them all alive. So that's the inside of the inner cover. I'm gonna have to clean that up, so I'm just gonna shake them off here. And this is a move that when I was started, it scared me to do this kind of stuff, but I haven't been stung yet, and this is what I've seen other people do. So you just shake them off, and I'm just going to take a minute here and clean this up, because it looks like they've been really busy in the last 10 days, sticking everything together up here in this in my honey super. Yeah, one thing, it's interesting. I wonder where the name honey super came from. Why is it called a super? I don't know. There's probably a reason. Probably some Latin. Get that scraped clean a bit. I'll put that over here. Now this is what I'm really interested in this week, is to see what's been going on in the honey super. Because I know that they've got about, in this honey box, because I've got the queen excluder here, so this is just honey. I know that they've got about 60 to 70 pounds of honey, and that's what they need to get through the winter. But this up here is now in this medium-sized box. This is going to be mine. And so I'm interested to see how they're doing. If they've laid down a lot of wax, if anything is being stored up in the last 10 days. There's definitely a lot of propolis, and it's changed. It's a much different color. It's a lot redder than the propolis earlier in the year was. And that's because propolis is a mix of the available tars, the available pine tars, the available tree saps that are out there. So as that changes, the propolis changes. It's a mix of, you know, saliva and wax and tree saps. So it's changed. It's still as sticky as ever, but it just looks, it's a different color. I'm gonna put that over here. And normally I'd take off these boxes, but I think I'm just gonna do a quick inspection today and really see what's going on up here in the upper boxes. So I'm gonna crack open this my super and see where, if anywhere, they've laid down some wax. Let's see here. So outer frame, and you see they're a lot smaller. They're a lot less deep than the big lower frames. But the bees have found it. They are definitely up there. I don't really see any wax on this outer frame. But let's see. Maybe there's some wax being laid down towards the middle. Hopefully, that'd be nice. Yeah, nothing really there. Put you back. Move kind of rapidly here. Trying to be gentle though. Towards the middle. Because they work from the middle out. Still nothing on those. Just a lot of propolis up here at the top. I'm gonna have to kind of clean this up here. Take this one out and scrape off a little on the inside. Don't want to get everything so glued together that I can't get things out when I need to. Down you go, girls. That side. So I got this medium-sized box from IFA here in Draper, Intermountain Farmer Association. It's a great place. It's like my favorite store in the world because they have all this stuff for your yard. They have beekeeping stuff. They have stuff for if you want to take care of chickens, and that may be my next project. I don't know. My wife kind of thinks I'm crazy. I'm trying to turn my little suburban backyard into a mini farm, I guess. Still no wax being laid down on these. And I'm pretty well in the center, so you know, give them more time. Maybe I'll get something. And maybe not. We'll just have to see. I have read that the first year often you get very little, if any, honey. Just because it takes so much work for the colony to get the hive to a position where it can make honey. Yeah, there's just no wax laying down yet. Nothing. And I'm already in the very middle of the frame of this new super. So anyway, there's a lot propolis right here. So, I'm gonna leave that out. Okay, well, you know, and one of the things, I stopped supplementing because basically they'll just take that sugar water and put it in the cells and then slowly convert it to honey, but it's, you know, it's not natural honey brought in from the flowers. And once I thought, okay, they've got their 60 to 70 pounds to help them survive, I want to see if what they put in these upper frames is actually totally wild honey. And maybe because I'm not supplementing and because there is a drought going on, you know, that may be slowing down their ability to make wax and keep things going at a high rate. But we'll see. Boy, it's sticky. Okay, I just gotta get off. I'm just gonna look here. Yeah, there's nothing on those outer frames. I'm just gonna try to take off some propolis here, because they are really sticking things together, making it hard to move here. Okay, so we're gonna. Now we gotta clean that better. Or that is just gonna stick permanently. It's a nice day here, though. We kind of have a little bit of cooling down. The only problem is the wildfires in California and the winds have blown just the thickest possible smoke into the Salt Lake Valley. And so you can't even see the mountains, and I live pretty much right against the mountains. It's so bad. It's just gross. But if it weren't for that, it'd be a gorgeous day. Nice temperature. It's only going to get to the upper 80s. So a bit of a break in the extreme heat. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay. Time to put everything back together. And because this is so sticky, I don't think I can move it as one big unit. So I'm going to have to push them back frame by frame. Isn't really how I like to do it, because I'm afraid I'm going to squash somebody, but oh well. That's life. Okay, so gotta get rid of that. It's gluing my hands together. Okay, let's move you back, girls. Okay, and let's put this frame back in. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to look into this one because I know into this upper hive deep, because I know it's pretty well full, and I can guarantee you when I try to pick it up it's going to weigh a lot. But I have to crack them off one at a time. There we go. There we go. This one's down. Gently. And I'll just take a peek, kind of down in. Yeah. Oh, they've got some burr that I should probably take out. Well, I don't even know if I need to take that out. I will anyway. Just a little bit of burr comb. Okay. I'll just crack this off and set it to the side. I'm not even going to look at this one, because it's just honey, and it still looks totally full from what I can see, but man, does it get heavy. They've got their winter stores, and as long as, you know, they don't start using it too early, they should be set for the winter. Still can't get that off. Okay. Okay. I think there we go. Oh boy, that is good. Holy mother of heavy. Stay. Okay. Let's just go here. Take off the queen excluder, clean it up a bit. And I think I'll just look at this middle box today. I'm not going to get into the lower one, because, you know, as long as I see eggs and larvae, even if I don't see the queen in this middle box, you know, we should be good. Just clean off all this. Sticky, sticky. Okay, there you go. That's good enough for now. There we go. And now, let's get you girls down. Okay, because I need to clean this up. You have been busy. Look at all that, just rolling off. It's funny, because it's like, when you take it off, it's crunchy. But then it just, with a little bit of heat from your hand, it just turns into goo. Okay. All right. Let me just see here. Just clean up the top of these quickly. This wax that they put down. That's a lot of wax. Okay. There we go. That's cleaned up a bit. Let's open this sucker up and see if we can see how the babies are doing. Hopefully they're doing well. Okay, that's a good heavy frame, so I'm expecting a lot of honey on that. Let me see here. Yeah, this side is totally honey. There's nothing else there. They're just turning capped honey, and then some unmatured pollen, or not pollen, but nectar that they haven't converted fully into honey yet. That's okay. So that's about 6 pounds right there. Let me see here. If I don't see any brood, I'm going to have to open up the second box, because this looks like, again, that's almost 100% honey. And I haven't seen any brood yet. It's just capped honey and nectar. So let's see, I'll move this to the back here. Let's see if we get into the center. Hopefully we should start seeing some babies. Okay, a lot of honey. Okay, there's some brood there in the corner, but not a lot. Oh, okay, there we go. Lots of larvae. Now, I've tried in the past to get a decent picture, but it's really hard to do this at the same time and film. But if you look in there, there's the little shrimpy things, larvae. And hopefully you can see that, because I think it's pretty amazing. Those are a little developing larvae. Okay, so there is larvae. There are larvae, plural. Let me just move towards the center here a bit further and see if that continues. Pull it out gently. Okay, more larvae there. And I think I saw on this side a lot more. Oh yeah, look at that. Lots of capped brood there. So that's what I was hoping to see. With honey on the top of the frame. So the queen's definitely still here. She's doing her thing. And the hive is still growing and healthy. So maybe I can see her. I'll go through this whole frame, this whole box. Hopefully it was here. Oh yeah, just look at that. Larvae out the pahookie, I think is the technical term. What a pahookie is, I don't know, but they're definitely streaming out of it. Let me see here. Oh, they're not letting me in. I gotta get them down. There we go. See, I win. Okay. Lots more larvae. That's almost all kept brood. So that's good. They're all just doing their thing. Haven't seen the queen yet. But like I said, a few weeks ago I did see her. And there is just a lot of baby bees still here, so she's healthy. Oh, look, uncapped and capped brood. So once again, larvae that you can see that haven't been capped off yet. Same on this side. Come on, Queenie, where are you? Where are you? They're all here. And we're going towards the outside of the box again. So these frames are once again turning into mostly honey, but there's still a good amount of brood on that frame. And these are, you can tell when it's honey, and mostly honey, because they are just so much heavier. Yeah, and that's mostly capped honey, and then the stuff that's not capped, it's all nectar that they haven't yet fully converted into honey. Same on this side. So I don't expect that I'll see the queen on this last frame, because I'm guessing it's going to be the heaviest one. Okay, here we go. Haven't had as much propolis on this in this box. the super was just full of it. Yeah, boy, that's a heavy frame. That is all, look at that. That's all totally capped honey on the outside of this frame. And on the back side, the inside of the frame, it's mostly capped honey. So, with what they've got in their own, in the box that's above the queen excluder, plus all this, they've got a lot of honey for themselves. Now I just would love to have some for me. But if they don't, that's okay. Maybe not this year. I've done what I can to keep them alive in the hope that they could give me something. Okay, let's move these all back. Come on, move, girls. There you go. There we go. Well, maybe I will go through the bottom box. Just see if I can find the queen anywhere. No, I won't. I don't need to bug them anymore. I know she's here because lots of brood on the middle frames of this box. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to smoke. I'm gonna have to just shake this frame because I can't get them in without crushing a bunch of them. Okay. There we go. I know. You don't like that necessarily, but it's for your own good. Okay, and they are back in. Alrighty. Now it's time to put everything back together. Let me see here. Maybe I'll smoke these ones off. Oh, look at that. They're clinging to each other as a as a little. So I'm just gonna have to shake this because they're not going off with just a. There we go. They're off. It doesn't hurt them. Just makes them a little irritated for a while. Okay. So queen excluder back on.
Oh, some of them look different.
Do some of them look different?
Yeah, there's some like fuzzy looking ones and then yellow and black looking ones.
Huh.
Are those babies?
No,
or are those wasps?
There might be some wasps down there. I gotta look. If you're seeing wasps, I need to keep an eye on that. Okay. Upper hive body. Golly. On. And that is just loaded with honey. And now my little super, where they haven't really done anything.
Here, Brenton. Here's a picture.
I'll look at it later. But give them another
yeah,
week.
they're attacking the.
Do we have?
Yeah, do you see down there?
I don't know.
The yellow and black that are getting on that one bee.
Oh yeah, those are wasps.
Are they in your hive?
Hope not. I didn't see any.
Okay, because they were on that thing that you ship on.
Oh, okay. Well, they have guard bees, and their job is to kill those wasps. So I do need to keep an eye on that from now on, though. Alrighty. Just gonna smoke off the top here. Get the interior cover on.
Let me see, like 1, 2. I've seen 3 of them.
And now the outer cover. Okay, so last step, I haven't done this for a while, is I'm gonna look at the bottom board. But before I do that, I gotta
You
smoke
should
them off.
step on those wasps. Oh, they're killing a bee.
Yeah, I don't like those. Oh, but I just don't wanna, well.
Yeah, you don't want to kill bees.
Okay, here we go. Let me get a place for my fingers
Oh my goodness.
so I can get that bottom board out, girls. Oh boy,
Is it glued?
they have really stuck that sucker on. Oh boy. I don't think I can get that out. Let me come around at it from this angle. They have just glued the bottom board in. There we go. Okay. So, here's the bottom board. And it looks like they've been trying to build some comb on it. That's why it was so hard to get out. I'm just gonna look for any mites, because this is one way to kind of get a feeling before I do the mite test. I don't see any, but I do see a lot of this wax that they've put down, so I'm going to scrape that off. And put the bottom board back in. That's kind of gross wax too, because all the detritus from the hive falls down on it and just sticks. So it's gross. Okay, that's scraped off and kind of clean. Now let's see if I can get that in more easily than I could get it out. Okay. There you go. Well, that inspection's done. So, nothing really going on up here. Hopefully, within the next week, they'll start laying some wax down in there. But this is still loaded of honey. This, the middle 4 frames, just wall-to-wall brood. So even though I didn't see the queen, she's in there. And like I said, I haven't been supplementing for a few weeks now. But we'll see how they do these last few weeks of summer.